Good morning, everyone. I welcome you all once again in this session one of day two. So, we have with us our expert, Mr. Ajay Godara. He is pass out from NITPT at Chandigarh, and now at present he is running his own startup and he is doing very well in his field. And he is involved in taking expert sessions at various institute at national level. So I hope this session will be really useful for all the participants. So with this, now I request Ajay Godara ji to kindly continue with his session. Ajay Godara, please.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Very good morning to all the participants over here. So today we are going to talk about very interesting topic that is about IoT, that is Internet of Things. So when we talk about skill development in the recent era, that is the fourth industrial revolution we are talking now in these days in the industry. So for that, what kind of skill set that is required in that particular era? So what kind of job profile is required and what kind of specific skill set that we have to inculcate amongst the student so that they can get good opportunity in the industry and as well as they can start their own startup also. So let's get started over here. So when we talk about IoT, might be you have heard about that IoT, that is Internet of Things. And in day-to-day life also, we are using that IoT. We are using health band. We are using smartphone. In the smartphone also, some application we are using based on the IoT. Just take an example of Swiggy and Zomato. And in the similar manner, whenever we are doing any kind of cab booking, over there also we are using IoT. So there is a plenty of application we are using now in these day in our day-to-day life. In the same manner, when we talk about in industry also, so there is many application, many device, many process in the industry that is being get followed based on the IoT. Like whenever we are going to do any kind of booking of the vehicles, like two-wheeler or four-wheeler, when we are going to purchase. So when we are placing order to a salesperson and specific color over there, specific feature over there in the dashboard and all that. So all the requisition is going to the production department and over there they are going to execute based on the customer requirements. So few things that can be modified like dashboard and all the some specific features. So that is being get inculcated over there. In the same manner, when we talk about any machine, over there also if we have to diagnose any kind of fault over there and we have to maintain the health of that particular machine, that also can be maintained using IoT. So now in this day, when we talk about fourth industrial revolution, so before that, I'm just giving you a brief overview about past industrial revolutions, so that you can get a very clean sight about fourth industrial revolutions and what kind of skill set that is required for fourth industrial revolutions. So now when we talk about like past industrial revolution, like first one that is hydropower and fossil fuel. So over there, the steam engine was the major highlight over there, and at that moment, hydropower and fossil fuel was the peak at that moment in the first industrial revolution. So when we talk about any revolutions, so that going to put lot of impact in the economy of the country and social development also. So whenever any revolution that is going to contribute something in the industry or in the economy, so that is going to directly impacting in the requirement, employability, and all these things. So then the when we talk about the past second industrial revolution, that was electrical energy, mass production, and the invention of electricity at that moment and converting that invention into the field applications. So there was a huge drastically change in the process system in the industry in the day to day life also. Now in this day you can just visualize that without that industrial revolution 1 and 2, so how we can visualize our lifestyle. So now in this day all the gadgets we are going to use in our day to day life in a home or in the industrial applications, those are based on electricity. And sorry, now one more industrial revolution in the past, that was third industrial revolution. that is telecommunication, PLC, and the automation. So there are multiple technology that is being get impacted in the industrial revolution. It's not only limited that when we talk about mass production, that is only the industrial revolution. So in the industrial revolution, multiple technology is being get used over there, and that imparted in that particular industrial revolution, like telecommunication. Like when we talk about mobile phone earlier, those mobile phone were so much costly, and common man cannot afford at that moment. But now in this day you can see we are too much advancement in that particular sector. So that was the start of the revolution in the 1960 to 1970 over there in the telecommunication sector. So now we are shifting from like 4G to 5G also. So in few cities that 5G is being also get introduced. So, and at that same moment in the past industrial revolution, the last past industrial revolution, the automation also played a very, very important role, like mass productions. Like earlier, whenever we are going to book any vehicle, so there is a long waiting list over there, like 2 months, 6 months over there. But now in this day, very soon we can get delivered that vehicle due to that mass production and use of automation in that particular segment. So that these are the past industrial revolutions. So now when we talk about current industrial requirement, current industrial scenario, so what is the talk of the town? What is the talk of the town, and what is the topic that is highlighted over there? So now we are living in the fourth industrial revolution era, and we are talking about the fifth industrial revolution, sixth industrial revolution also. So those are the highlighted words now in these days. So when we talk about fifth industrial revolution, quickly I'm just giving you insight. In the fifth industrial revolution, that is the part of industry 4.0, fourth industrial revolutions. Like over there, automation is there, robotics is there, all these things is there, but human integration is there. That is very important in the fifth industrial revolution. And in European Union over there, they are talking about sixth industrial revolution, that is about integration of AI over there in the machines and in with the human being. So when we talk about industry 4.0, that is the current era. So how that is impacting in terms of employability and the skill set requirement for getting placed in the good industry, because now in this day when we talk about our industrial revolution that is being get implemented in the industry, so there is a huge job opportunity over there, but that kind of skill set the industry person is required, that we are not able to provide over there. So there is a huge gap between industry and academia that we have to fulfill over there. So when we talk about industry 4.0, what exactly it is? So in the industry 4.0 over there, there is a three major components, key principle over there in the industry 4.0, and we can call it smart factory also. The concept came from the Germany, because when we talk about industrial revolution, so European countries are going to lead in that particular segment. Then after that, all other countries are going to follow those industrial revolutions over there in the different regions. So when we talk about key or principal factor of the industry 4.0 or smart factory, digital factory also we are going to call it over there. So the first one is the factory become digital and flexible. That is the ultimate goal over there in the industry 4.0, that how we can make it flexible, how we can make it digital. That is very, very highly needed. So as an example that I'm just going to share with you, when we talk about flexibility, so flexibility means changing based on the customer requirement. Whenever we are going to launch any product, so we have to customize based on the customer requirement. Just take an example of Nokia mobile phone. They are very, very good in that particular market segment. And earlier when we talk about Nokia company, so their product are also very good, but based on the customer requirement, so they were not able to make it flexible to their factory. They were not able to adopt new changes. So that is very important. Whenever we are not able to change based on the customer requirement and based on the market scenario, we will wipe out from the market. That same concept is being get implemented in this skill set also. like we are preparing human resources. So over there, if we are not going to inculcate specific skill set that is required by the factory, by the industry, so if we are not able to capture, or we are not able to provide that kind of skill set, so what is happening over there, a lot of unemployment will be over there. Student is not going to get placed in the industry. If somehow they are going to get placed over there, so they will be get fired after some time duration, because they are not uh, going to handle those kind of situation over there in the industry. So that is very important over there. Flexibility is very important part when we talk about now in these day in the industry era, because technology is changing overnight. So when we talk about smartphone, so just take an example of smartphone and latest technology in the laptop and all that. So after 3 months, we are going to get new upgrade in the mobile phone. If we are purchasing like iPhone 11, 12, 13, and new early after 6 months or 1 year, we are going to get new model over there, and we want to upgrade our smartphone with the newest one. So that is very important, that we have to make system flexible. And in the same way, industry is also going to implement that flexibility, so that they can uh, adopt any kind of new technology and new changes over there. In the same way, just take an example of top companies, like when we talk about Facebook, Google and all that, they're also going to adopt new changes over there, because they are not dependent on that particular only social platform. Is they came to know that the Facebook came to know that WhatsApp is going to become more popular, Instagram is going to get more popular. They captured all those companies, because they know that if we are not going to adopt something new, we will wipe out from the market. So in the same way, second thing, that is simulation tool. Now in these day, we are talking about simulation tool. Earlier in the past industrial revolution, there were simulation tool were not used too much over there. Reason behind that, we were not having too much computing power at that moment. Now in these day, we are having a supercomputer capability, and we can do a lot of computing using our computer. Like if we have to send any satellite from earth to the moon or anywhere else, or any satellite, we have to launch it over there. So for that, we can simulate all the process, and a fraction of second also we can simulate over there, so that uh, we can send that satellite in that particular orbit with the very fraction of second. We can simulate over there. Like earlier we were working on the moon mission, so over there Chandrayaan mission, so there were very small error in the uh, during the landing time, so that lead a very big failure in that particular mission, a very huge costly mission. So everything is important now in these days. Simulation is playing very important role in the industry also, because we are having powerful data processing. Just take one more example of automobile sector. So why this one I'm sharing with you over here, because when we talk about industrial job profile, so over there simulation is also very important job profile in term of jobs in the industry, or job requirement in the industry. Because now in this day, a lot of things we can do using computer. We can use some advanced software over there, we can do simulation. Just take one example, like in the automobile sector, I'm just sharing with you automobile example, because over there a lot of job opportunities over there. So in the automobile sector, earlier what we were doing, when we have to perform different testing over there in the automobile vehicles, so we used to perform like one major test over there, that is going to impact huge cost for any kind of automobile manufacturer. That was about crash testing. So might be you are familiar about it, crash testing. So in a crash testing, factory manufacturer has to perform that test in a real time earlier, but now in these days we are going to perform it in the simulation software. So we can get 90% accuracy in the results. We are not fully aligned based on that simulation result. We have to perform that test, but When we are getting 90% result, or when we are getting less than 90% result over there, so we are going to optimize that design using software without manufacturing that particular vehicle. So first we are going to modify the design, redesign that vehicle. Then again we are going to perform that test in the software, because in the software there is a no material cost over there. There is a no cost of that particular manufacturing and all that, because we are performing it in the software. Then after that, when we are getting satisfactory results, then we are going to start manufacturing of that particular vehicles, and then we are going to perform those tests over there in the real time also. That is required as per government of India rule and regulations of the automobile vehicles. So that is very important simulation tool. In the same way, like whenever we have to perform any kind of automation process in the industry, so over there also first we are going to simulate it on the simulation software, and then we are going to use it. So there are many simulation software in the different field also. So if the student is going to inculcate those software skill set, that is also very good opportunity in term of skill empowerment or getting good placement in the industry. So few software I'm going to name out over there. Those are publicly available, or some are licensed software also out of that, like MATLAB. Might be you are familiar about that MATLAB, Simulink, and over there the huge multiple tools you are going to find it over there for making mathematical modeling, AI integration, ML integrations, so many more machining or many more calculation you can do it over there using those software. That MATLAB is a multidisciplinary software that can be used in the mechanical, electrical, electronics, computer, and civil engineering also in somewhere. And then after that, there are some uh, design simulation software that is being used in the industry. That is about one of the major software that is so much popular. That is ANSYS software. And then in the similar manner, there is one more simulation software that is known as FEM software, that is finite element modeling. So that is not only limited to civil and mechanical engineering, that is now being used in the electrical and electronics also. So like over there, we can use that FEM software. That few name I'm going to share with you. One is Fusion 360 by that Autodesk company, and one more software is over there. That is the name over here is that ANSYS software that I shared with you recently, and one similar software, that is Abacus. Abacus is also a software for simulation applications. So this software can be used in like electrical also, like transformer simulation, machine and motor simulations. Over there also we are using it, and like antenna design we are doing it over there also. Sometime we are using this software for heat and all that, so radiation and all that, thermal analysis also we can do it over there, fluid simulation also we can do it over there, or vehicle dynamic also we can simulate it over there, building simulation also we can do it over there, so that we can save a lot of cost using those simulation tools. So out of that, if any student going to get mastery in any one of the software, so that is the very good opportunity for that particular student in that particular sector. So it's not only that we have to work in the industry, and when we talk about current industrial scenario, so everything is smart over there in the industry. Factory is fully going to get digital over there. So we have to work smartly over there rather than doing hard work over there. So just take one example that I'm just going to share with you. So I will share with you one animation also in coming slides, like in the Maruti. So Maruti is a big employment providing company in the India, but earlier over there in the one plant, more than 30,000 employees were working. But recently they have developed a similar kind of plant and same capabilities. So there is only working 4 to 5,000 employees. Earlier there were 30,000 employees, because there is a totally shift from the traditional supply chain management or traditional conveyor and manufacturing process to fully automation based on the industry 4.0. So based on that, we have to acquire new skill sets so that we can absorb easily in the good companies, and good opportunity can be taken over there in the industry. So these are about the simulation tool, and there are a few more simulation tool that can be used by the industry, that is based on the specific industry. Like when we are talking about any kind of die making factory, so over there we are using some specific tool that is based on that particular situations. And in the same way, we have to go for any kind of physics application we have to use over there. Like earlier, as I told you, like robotics designing and simulation over there. So we are using some console tools also over there. So plenty of tools are available over there, so that can be used based on the requirement. Those are the simulation tool that I'm just talking over there. And then after that, one more principle over there in the industry 4.0, that is how we can make factory efficient regarding in term of energy and the resources. That how we can save the energy over there in the industry, how we can save the resources in term of manpower, how we can make process automatic, smart, and the flexible. So these are the ultimate key principle in industry 4.0. So these are the major component in the industry 4.0. When we talk about the skill set, so based on these component, we can get some specific skill set out of that also, that that can be helpful for getting placement in the industry also. So over there you can see the major component, that is digital technology. Might be you have heard about those buzzwords in current scenario, like robotics, AI, artificial intelligence, sensors, cloud computing, Internet of Things, and their area also you can see the which one is component is going to play important role over there. Based on the area you can see, like digital technology is playing a very small role. And when we talk about IoT, that is going to play a major role over there. Then the data analytics, value chain, algorithm, big data, 3D printing, and software as a services. So now over there you can see the major component is the IoT, and all other component are subcomponent of that IoT. So like sensor is also part of that IoT, and you can see one animation over there. This robot is working fully smart. So over there the robotics is being get used, 3D printing is being get used, and the IoT is being get used over there, and the data is going on the cloud. Cloud computing is also used over there, software as a service is also, algorithm, value chain, all these things is being used in over there in this smart robot. So when we talk about IoT, that is Internet of Things ecosystem. So over there in the ecosystem, so just visualize this animation. So that is just an animation, but that's showing the future forecast. So that kind of automation you are going to see in upcoming 5 to 10 years. So when we talk about 10-year forecast, you are going to see this much automation is you are going to wake up from your bed and you are going to get dressed. That will be based on fully automation over there, that you can see. And after that, as you are going to wear your suit and you are going out from your room, your car will become automatically in front of your door from the parking. And as you are going to sit in your car, your office air condition will be automatically on, because that all the information going in your office that you have started your journey. And your office employees will also know that you are going to arrive over there at this much time, by routing all the routes and traffic situation over there. So few of technology we are using now in this day also. Might be have heard about driverless car, that is also so much popular in the European countries. Like Tesla is the pioneer in that particular segment. BMW also going to launch some model based on the driverless. So driverless parking also recently they have launched. So in the similar way, so all these things is being get going to implemented now in these days in a step by step manner. So separate technology we are going to see it, but in coming days all these things will be get integrated using. IoT, that is Internet of Things, that is going to play a very important role over there. Because as you are familiar about it, that recently the 5G technology is being get launched in the country, and in the few metro cities over there, 5G services is running. So we are getting more connectivity because we are satisfactory with the 4G also. But why that 5G is needed? 5G is totally needed by the industry for making a system integration, because in the coming days you are going to see that your clothes will talk with you. They will let you know that when they have to wash it, because over there you are going to find some sensor. Might be you heard about some health card, health chip. Some chip is being get mounted on the bodies, and over there they will record all the your health data. Whenever you are going to the doctor, no need to take the health card. Doctor is going to scan your health chip, and all the information of your health is being get shared with the doctors, and doctor also can give some prescription over there in that particular health chip, and that is being get recorded in the cloud also, and in the memory of that health chip also. So in coming days, when we talk about smart healthcare, so over there also there is a huge opportunity, and IoT is going to play a very very important role. Earlier, when the industry 4.0 is being get introduced, there is a lot of obstacle over there, lot of oppose from the people also over there, because that will mean lot of unemployment will be over there using that IoT or industry 4.0. But when we suffered with the COVID era, we have realized that IoT is needed, industry 4.0 is needed, because at that moment industry were near to die, but they sustained due to that IoT or industry 4.0. Because you are familiar about the situation, the past we have faced over there. So now people going to adopt that IoT in the industry also, or industry 4.0 in the industry also. So what exactly is IoT? So today I'm going to emphasize over there IoT, because all the topics are very vast when we talk about robotics, IoT, AI, and all that. But today we are going to talk about IoT, because that is the major component, and that is multidisciplinary also. It's not only about when we talk about internet, when we talk about things that is only based on the computer science domain. It's not like that. It's a multidisciplinary domain. Over there we are going to talk about internet also, we are going to talk about things also. Things are the sensor, things are the sensors, machines. Over there sensor is being get mounted. In coming days, in our day to day life also, the role of IoT you are going to find everywhere. You are going to find in coming days the smart refrigerators. So that will let you know that how much inventory you have to maintain over there, and if there is any item which one is less than the threshold limit, you are going to get receive notification in the mobile phone that yes, this one item is less than the desired inventory, so kindly place the order. And as you are going to open that mobile app, you are going to find nearest grocery store from where you can purchase that particular item, and you can maintain the inventory. So these are the things, these are the beauty. In coming days you are going to find it, and with the help of that your life is also going to become more easy using technology. Now in these days, just visualize whenever we have to travel it, or we are going to use Ola and Uber, and within 5 minutes you can get the that vehicles near you, and you can get on board over there, and you can travel wherever you want to travel, and you can monitor each and everything. So whenever you are traveling, you can share your location also. And in coming days, you are going to find a lot of more gadgets in our day to day life also, that will be helpful for your requirement, for your daily need. So when we talk about IoT, in a simple layman point of view, if you don't know anything about IoT, if you don't know about anything about Industry 4.0, no need to worry. Just start from the scratch. So when we talk about IoT, that is driven by the combination of three components over there. One is sensor and actuator, and the second one is the connectivity, and third one is the people and processing. So first we are going to talk over here about the sensors and the actuators. What is the sensor? What is actuators? So that we are going to talk over here. So when we talk about the sensors and actuators, so different sensors we are going to find over there, like uh, few sensors we are going to find in the mobile phone also, that we are using in our day-to-day life also, like temperature sensor is over there in the mobile phone, proximity sensor is over there in the mobile phone, gyroscope sensor is over there in the mobile phone, magnetometer sensor is over there in the mobile phone, because that we are using it now in these days. So mobile phone is these things that we are using and that is connected with the internet. That is the one of the real example of internet of things we are using in our day to day life. But while knowingly or unknowingly we are using that IoT, so why should not we should understand about that IoT, how is it working. So the sensors and actuator. So when we talk about sensors, so different sensors we can use it in different domains. So the common sensor application that we are going to discuss over here, like machine vision and optical ambient light, that is about camera sensor we are talking over there, because with the help of that, camera is working as a vision for the machine. So if that we are mounting on the machine, so that is the machine vision system over there. Then the acceleration and tilt sensor, with the help of that we can detect any kind of movement and the motion over there using that sensor. Then the electrical and magnetic, over there also we can get the navigation using that magnetic sensor over there. Then the leak and level sensor, if there is any kind of leakage, that also can be detected easy. So in some this sensor application is very very wide in the different domain. Like when we talk about a leak and level sensor, so in like petroleum industry, or in the CNG plant and in the petrol pumps over there, if there is any kind of leakage, that can be get diagnosed easily. If that not get diagnosed, that can lead to a very big accident over there. So over there, leak and level also can be very important. Just taken one example of nuclear power plant. If there is a very small radiation leakage, if that is not get diagnosed early, so that can lead to a very big accident. Might be familiar about the Bhopal gas tragedy. So these kind of tragedy can be avoided using those kind of sensors. So those are very very helpful over there. In the same way, just take an example of your kitchen. So over there also, if there is any kind of gas leakage, LPG gas leakage, that can be get diagnosed early to avoid any kind of accident over there. Then after that, force, load and torque, and then strain and pressure, these are the sensor. With the help of that, you can measure any kind of force. Like if you want to measure the weight, that also you can measure it using sensors. So there are different sensor. With the help of that, you can measure torque also, strain also. Those are the mechanical and civil area over there. These sensors are being most commonly used. So one more example of those sensors that I'm just going to share with you, like smart kitchen. That is the new concept that is being introduced by Godrej in the India. So they have launched it recently. So when we talk about smart kitchen, over there, what you are going to get, all the daily utility item in the kitchen that you're using it, if there is any threshold limit that going to reduce, or if the item is below that threshold limit, so you are going to get notification in the mobile phone, yes, this one item is below the inventory level, and you have to maintain that inventory. So for that, the same process earlier I said, you can place order, or you can purchase it by your own self, and you can maintain that inventory. And with the help of that, all the data is also important when we talk about big data analytics and all that. So using data, it will show that some predictions, that how much daily consumption of that uh, item that you're using in the kitchens, and in the same manner, how much your daily cost analysis also, or weekly or monthly cost analysis also can be done, that where you have spend spend maximum money over there in your home. That also you can get it over there, the deep insight. And in the same way, you can move towards optimization also. So optimization can be done based on the data only. So there is a huge importance of those sensors that can be used in the different domains over there. Then the flow sensor that is being used in the petrol pump also, with the help of that, how much petrol you have to fill over there. So that in very like in a small fraction of petrol you are getting it over there, that also can be get measured over there using that flow sensor. So that also can be used over there. That flow sensor also can be used. Then after that, chemical and gas sensor, acoustic sound and vibration sensor. And in the same way, when we talk about gas sensor and chemical sensor, so over there you can detect some specific kind of gas. Like if there is any kind of gas leakage or any specific gas, you have to detect it. That also you can detect it using that gas sensor, or any kind of chemical leakage, that also can be detected over there. Like the pollutant you have to identify in the environment, that also you can identify using that particular gas sensor. So there are plenty of sensors, those are available in the market. If you want to purchase it, that also you can go as per your requirement. Like if you are going to talk about industrial applications, so over there you are going to find some specific sensor of that same gas applications, gas detection or chemical detection. If you are going to use it for just do it yourself or just for learning applications, so you can use cheaper sensor also for learning applications. So then acoustic sound and vibration sensor, now in this day one technology over there Tesla is working, might be familiar about it. So they recently Elon Musk has shared about that they are going to develop one chip that is being get mounted in the brain, and whatever you are thinking, that song is being get played on your ears. I mean, just you have to thought of that particular song, and that song is being get played over there in your ears. So that over there also that Tesla is working. So just see that what kind of technology is coming in upcoming days. So we will be like we will be all we will be get captured by all the robot and the technology in coming days over there. So there is pro and cons everywhere in every technology. So we have to be get familiar about all these things. Then the humidity and the moisture sensor, that also can be used for detection of any kind of moisture content over there. Then the temperature sensor can be also used for detection of the temperature in the different areas. So then motion velocity and displacement sensor, so any kind of motion you have to detect it. And there are many application of those sensors. Just take an example of now in this day, in a hotel or in a restaurant or in a hospitals, you are going to find automatic doors. In private hospital I'm talking over here, you are going to find automatic door opening. As you're going in front of the door is being get opened automatically. So uh, in the same manner, you are going to find many application of those motion velocity and displacement sensors over there. Then after that, position and presence and proximity sensor, so that is also similar to detect any kind of position and presence of any person, that can also be diagnosed over there. So these are the some basic sensors that can be used for different applications. Like if you have to use GPS, over there we are using that acceleration sensor, magnetometer sensor, and we are going to incline going to send data, and we are going to receive data from the GPS navigation system also. Then the connectivity, that is the second component of the IoT. So when we talk about the connectivity means how we are going to connect those components like sensors with the internet, because IoT is integration of Internet of Things. Mean how we are going to connect things with the internet. So for that we need some mode of communication, mode of connectivity. So for that the different mode of connectivity are available. Like when we are going to connect mobile phone with the internet, we are going to use GPRS technology, that is the inbuilt internet in the mobile sim, and that is being get used for connecting with the internet, and we are sending data from the mobile phone to the internet via GPRS. So that can be 3G or 4G, or that can be LTE or cellular network that can be used over there. So, so over there, that LTE or cellular network can be used over there. So now we are going to shift it from LTE to 5G network also, and we are going to get more speed over there for connecting with the internet. Then the Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi is another mode. If there is a public Wi-Fi or private Wi-Fi network, over there also we can connect the sensors and the gadgets with that Wi-Fi, and using that Wi-Fi we can send data to the cloud. So when we talk about cloud, what is that cloud? Cloud is nothing else. That is not a cloud that we are seeing in the sky. The cloud means virtual space over there. We are going to store the information. Now in this day, everyone is going to use that cloud. Just take an example of Google Drive. We are going to synchronize all the mobile data on the Google Drive. That is one example of that particular cloud. So in the same way, there is a different cloud that is being used for IoT applications. So now, then after that, Wi-Fi is also very important role that is playing over there for connecting with the cloud, and we can send data to the cloud using that Wi-Fi also. And with the Wi-Fi, we can connect mobile phone also. Like if we want to send mobile data, so for that also we can use that Wi-Fi. Then the Bluetooth also playing very important for role for receiving data and sending data transmissions. So using Bluetooth also you can send data from one device to another device, and from that device you can send data to the cloud also. Like just take an example of health band we are using now in these days. In the health band we are going to connect that band with the mobile phone using Bluetooth, and after that mobile phone is being get integrated with the cloud using GPRS, and we can put a lot of analytics with the health data, and we can do a lot of prediction that how much calories we have burned, and how much step we have taken over there. So all this data we can get it over there, and based on that, that health diagnose also can be done using the software and analytics with the data, that how much good sleep you have taken, how much moderate sleep you have taken, how much light sleep you have taken during the night. All these things also we can get it using that data. Then after that, there is one more technology that is being used over there for sending data and mode of connectivity. That is LoRaWAN NFC. That is LOWPN. That is LoRaWAN. Then the Zigbee, Z-Wave. These are the technology that is being used based on the radio frequency. Like sometime if there is a no mobile network, so we can use Zigbee, LoRaWAN, LoRaWAN. This technology we can are used over there. So that can be used for long range. Like when we are talking about the range of different spectrum or different mode of connectivity, first one is the Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi range is without internet, with the local network. When we talk about it, that is 100 meter approximate using router. And if we are going to enhance the antenna, so that range can be also get enhanced. Then after that, when we talk about the Bluetooth, so Bluetooth range is approximate 10 meters maximum. So then after that, LoRaWAN, LoRaWAN, and Zigbee, their range is approximate 2 kilometer to 10 kilometers without any kind of internet network. So only radio frequency is being get used over there. Then the NFC is the card that is being used in the metro card we are using it. So that is based on the NFC. Now in this day, NFC is being used in the ATM also, like ATM or credit card we are using it over there also. There is a Wi-Fi option over there. If they that we are going to enable it, so we can do transaction without um, that. Without giving our card to the another person, just we have to tap it, and we can do the transaction using that. In the same way, antenna and then RFID, that is similar to NFC. RFID is being used in the toll plaza and all that. But now in this day, this technology is in the beginning stage in the India. There is a huge improvement is required over there. Just take an example in the India. When we talk about toll plaza, so whenever a vehicle is passing over there, so that take time to detect that vehicle, to scan that vehicle. So sometime that toll plaza person used to say that move your vehicle back and then forward, then they are going to detect that particular card. But when we talk about other countries, so over there the technology is successful. So over there there is very negligible delays over there in the toll plaza. So that's saving a lot of time over there. Mean there is a huge scope of improvement over there. Those improvement can be done by educator also, or by industrialist also. But whenever we talk about development by the institution, that is very important, because always institute has to lead the industry. But in the India scenario is something different. uh, Industry is going to lead to the education, but it should be reverse over there, because industry has a limitation over there in the R&D, but in the institute they can do a lot of R&D over there. Then there are some barcode scanner, like we are using some online payment transaction now in these days in the India, that is UPI. So over there we are going to use that QR code. So using that QR code also we are receiving data, like if we have to do any kind of transaction with any shopkeeper, so their barcode we are scanning it and we are retrieving the information of that particular shopkeeper, and we are sending that information to the bank, and we are doing the transaction to that particular shopkeeper account. So these are the technology that is being used for connectivity. Like first part is that we have to acquire the sensor data, and after acquiring sensor data we are going to send the data to the cloud. So for sending data to the cloud, we require these kind of connectivity. So based on the requirement, we can opt any kind of connectivity. Like if we have to talk about the smart city applications. So over there in the smart city, we have to mount sensor in the different locations. So we have to communicate those sensor data with a long range, like a half kilometer, 1 kilometer, or 2 kilometers, or up to 10 kilometers. So we can use over there that Zigbee or LoRaWAN technology, so that wirelessly we can send and receive data without any internet connectivity. If we have to use a health band or similar kind of things, if there is internet available close to that one, so we can use Bluetooth also, and we can use Wi-Fi also. So these are the different mode of connectivity for acquiring sensor data from the device, from the gadgets, from the things. Then the last one step is the people and the processing. Mean we have to process the data and we have to come out with some application, because we have acquired the data. So what we want to do with that data? The data we have to process it and we have to come out with some applications. So what application we are going to use it over there? So you can see a few application over there that can be used over there, like start from over here, location tracking. So if we have to track any locations, that we can do it using data. Then the financial, any data, any finance also we have to track it using the data, we can track it on the cloud. Any mobile app also we can develop it, like Swiggy, Zomato, they are using mobile app, and based on that they are doing business over there. So mobile devices and app also can be developed based on the data, whatever data we are sending it to the cloud. Then the security and energy, any kind of security we have to maintain, energy we have to maintain, that also we can track it. Supply chain management, that is also very important. Now in this day when we talk about any vendor which one is going to facilitate any component over there, so their product is being get tracked real time, because sometime if we have to facilitate some demand, why we have to fulfill some order, and the supplier is saying that we have already sent that particular item, and item is being not get dispatched. So that lead to a very big failure of that particular industry to meet the customer requirement. So now in this day, what is happening, any vendor which one is going to select it, so that vendor is going to provide the location tracking also, so that real time item location can be get tracked. So just take one more example over there in the supply chain management. Like we are going to place any kind of online order in a different e-commerce merchant over there. So what we are using it over there, we are getting the tracking detail over there. So they are going to provide tracking detail, and based on that we can track that particular item, and we can get expected delivery also, and the real time location tracking also we can get it over there, that where is our item. In the same way in the industry also, in the supply chain management, so all the item, all the raw material, they have to get it, acquire it. So based on that they are going to track it, and they are going to receive it in their industry. So from the starting to end, they are going to get all the information of that particular raw material. So that is also playing very important role over there in the supply chain management. Then after that, remote monitoring and the maintenance. Now in these days, some feature is being added over there in the new automobile vehicles also. So in the new automobile vehicles, you are going to find some feature like if there is servicing is required in that particular car, so the company representative is going to call you that your vehicle is required servicing. How they know that how much kilometer you have driven your car, because all the information of your vehicles is going to that particular uh, manufacturer over there. In the same way, like electrical vehicles now in these days so much popular. So just take one example of Ola and Ether. So there are some companies, those are going to manufacture those e-vehicles, e-bike I'm talking over here. So they, in the same manner also, they are going to receive all the information of the battery management and the battery life, and how you are running your vehicles. All the information is going to the manufacturer, and they are going to give you a recommendation that whenever if there is any fault, so they are going to guide you. They are going to upgrade their software also automatically, because all those e-vehicles are based on the softwares that is being get used over there. If there is any a new update in their software, so they are going to update it over there. Then after that uh, they are going to upgrade it also. So these are the remote monitoring and the maintenance. So some time if there is some fault is occurred in your vehicles, and you are on the road, so you can call a mechanic over there using mobile app, and mechanic will be come to your location and will repair that particular vehicle. And this, in the same manner, one more application that is so much popular now in these days, that is upgrade and configuration. If any machine is upgradation is required, so that also can be done from the remotely. So recently we were working in one project over there in the Tri City about any manufacturer which one is going to provide the soap manufacturing machines to the different industry like Godrej and many more companies like Patanjali. So they used to uh, uh, come out with some brand of that particular soap. So they are just providing machine of soap packing. So the soap picking machine, they are going to send it in the different location, but they were facing difficulty while upgrading that particular machine and remote monitoring. So because a different vendor having different error over there, and they want to upgrade their machine, so their serviceman has to go to the different location, and there is a huge expenditure over there. So using IoT, the machine can be upgraded and configured remotely without going any serviceman over there. So the monitoring also can be done, upgradation of the machine also can be done remotely over there. Then the analytics and the cloud API, I mean, with the help of the data, you can analyze it also, that how much time your machine get in the idle stage, how much time the fault is being get occurred in your machine, all the data you are getting it. Based on the data you can do anything, because data is very very important. Then the customer relationship and the support, like many applications you can use it over there for getting customer feedback and their support if there is any error over there in the machines, so that also you can get it. So these are the tools, these are the outcome based the application, these are the basic applications that I shared with you that can be developed based on the data. So there is a plenty of applications that can be used over there, like when we talk about the interaction between these sensors, connectivities, people and the processes. So over there you can use plenty of applications. So like few applications that you can see over here, like smart thermostat. Sometimes student has to build the project in the different areas, different applications, so you can find a few applications over there, like save resources using smart thermostat. Like you can set temperature of your room using mobile app. And if you are at your home and you are going in your office, you can set temperature of your AC of your office room from your home. And as you are going to enter in your office room, you are going to find set temperature over there. So no need to wait over there. So time is money for the industrialist. Now in this day, time is money for everyone. So we have to save time using technology. Then the connected cars, in coming days you are going to find that all the cars also going to communicate with each other, because as the 5G is being get introduced, so more and more devices is going to get connected with each other. So when the car is going to communicate with other cars, so we can avoid accident over there. Because if the car is communicating, and if somehow due to the fog or something like that, if the vehicle is going to collide with another one, so they will identify that there is some vehicle in front of me or in backside, so accident can be avoided in the coming days. And then now in this day, whenever our insurance is due, we are going to get notification in the mobile phone, yes, your car insurance is due, kindly insure your car. So all these information also we are getting it. And one more application, like if you are familiar with the tri-city Chandigarh over here, so there is automatic traffic challan system also over there based on the camera. So whenever you are traveling and you are going to jump any red light, so be aware about it. Whenever you are visit Chandigarh, you have to take care about it, that whenever you are going to jump any red light, so any signal over there, so you are going to get captured, and based on your image, your challan is being get stuck, and that challan is being get sent to your registered vehicle address. And you are going to receive SMS also on your mobile phone if you have registered your vehicle latestly in last 5 years. So that notification also you are going to receive it. And if you are not going to pay that challan will be always over there in your e-Vahan portal. So whenever you are going to sell your car, whenever you are going to renew your car, so you are going to get that challan over there, and you get lot of plenty over there also. That is also very important over there. Then the activity tracker that I said with you earlier, so with the help of that, can the data can be get captured. But there is a huge scope of that activity tracker in the dairy farming also, like the animal health tracker. Recently, might be familiar about it. One disease is being get attacked in the Rajasthan area, in that particular area, like that lumpy disease. Might be familiar about it. So a lot of animal casualty took place over there, like specific to the cow. So that activity tracker is very important in the animal segment also, like those are doing dairy farming, so that can save a lot of money over there. So that can be implemented in that segment also. Then the smart outlet, like you can control any kind of appliance using your mobile app also. Like if you want to turn on and off any device, that also you can do it over there. So many more application you can do it. Many devices or plenty of gadgets, those are available now in these days in the market or using in this kind of outlet. Then the parking sensor. This one is highly needed. That is not in the India. That is required because the parking sensor. Based on that, what can be done now in this day? There is a huge chaos in the India in the big cities for the parking. Like whenever we are going in the parking slot, we are not able to identify vacant parking slot over there in the parking. We are paying money for the parking, but still we are not able to find the parking slot over there. So that is a big challenge over there. A lot of time is being get wasted over there. So if the technology is being get used over there, so with the help of that, whenever we are going to in any uh, market or anywhere in the city and we have to park the vehicle, so using mobile app we have to open it and we will find that where is the parking slot is available, and it is being get navigated. So using that navigation we can go to that parking slot, and over there we can park the vehicles. So we can save a lot of time using those kind of technology. So these technology is highly needed in the different cities and municipal corporation and the planning commission of the cities over there, so they can implement those technologies. So for that we have to communicate with the different administrations over there, so that that project can be executed in collaboration with institutions over there. And it's not like that sometimes private institute think like that they are not going to get good funding and all that. If they are doing some realistic work, definitely they will get good funding also, and good collaboration from the government organizations also. That is also a very important thing. So now there is some more diverse application over there, like in the home, consumers, transportations, and health, body, building, cities. Over there, you are going to find plenty of application over there. So whenever we are talking about that home consumers, so over there you can see like light bulb, security, pet feeding, irrigation controllers. These are the home application, home consumer application that we are talking over here. Then smoke alarm, refrigerators, infotainment, washer, dryer, stoves, energy monitoring, traffic routing, that is in the transportation and mobility. So these are the different segments over there. We are going to find some application over there like traffic routing, telematic, package monitoring, like earlier I said with you, smart parking, insurance adjustment, supply chain, shipping, public transport, airlines, trains, and all that. So over there also use diverse application. And now in the healthcare sector, everyone know about it because recently we faced a biggest crisis of the healthcare. So over there in the COVID era, so patient care, patient monitoring is also very important remotely, so that we can avoid any kind of contact over there. So due to those kind of epidemic, so elderly monitoring, remote diagnostic, equipment monitoring, hospital hygiene, bio-wearable, food sensors, and all that, so that food hygienic also can be taken care over there. Then the building and infrastructures, security, lightning, electrical, transit, emergency alert, structural integrity, occupancy, energy credit, and energy audit also. That is a very important feature that can be done using IoT. And the smart electric meter also now is being get implemented in the different cities. Then the cities and industry like electrical distribution, maintenance, surveillance, signage, utility and smart grid, energy services, emergency services, waste management. So these are few more diverse application over there in the IoT domain. Some more compound application example over there, like transportation plus smart city. So that is also being get integrated over there. When we talk about transportations, that is being get integrated with the smart city over there. Like whenever we are traveling over here from one location to another locations, so that is being get integrated with the parking also, automatic parking. So in the similar way, there is a more application if there is any kind of fault in the parking. Yes, one more applications Like if you want to do services of your car, and you are having limited time, so what you can do now, new services application is being developed by some startup, that whenever you are going going in the market, or you're going to park your vehicles, and during the parking time, just you have to provide your car number and the location of the parking. So whatever services you want, the serviceman will go to that parking and will do services over there, because that is the idle time of your car. And whenever you are coming back to take your car from the parking, so your car is being get serviced over there. That is the new feature that is being get uh, new concept is being get introduced by startups over there. So these are the things that is required, that so that we can save time over there. So there are many applications, those are going to provide some servicing application in the remote location also, like go mechanic and many more way. So you can just book appointment, and they will take your car from your home, and they will do servicing, and they will record all these things, so that like their security things, like all the step they are going to taken over there, they each and everything is being get recorded, so that your car is in the safe hand, and after servicing, that car is being get delivered to you, and you have to pay genuine charges over there. So if there is some more extra thing you want to add on over there, so they will ask from you first, and then you can give free hand to them, so that they can add on over there. So that also can be get used, because now in this day, time is important, time is money. So in the healthcare also, smart home, like any old people, old person is staying at the home, and you are in the office, somehow if there is any health issue over there, so automatically ambulance will be come over there, and they will taken care of old age person also at your home. So these same thing can be happen for any patient also. If there is any issue with the patient, automatically ambulance can come based on the health data of that particular person, and that you have to set up it. These are the coming technology that is being going to find in our day-to-day life also over there. Then the smart building plus mobilities, like all these mobilities and building is being get connected in coming days. As you're traveling, you are going to get some uh, uh, like Ola and Uber facilities to go to particular location, and you can get all the status of electricity and uses of that particular building, and the employees, how much employees over there in the office, how much are present over there. If you want to remotely you want to control the any kind of industry, any kind of machine, that also you can do it. All these things you can do it over there. The farming sector also, as I said with you, one application, like the cattle healthcare also can be diagnosed, and you can monitor their health. So you can monitor the temperature of that particular cattle. If there is any kind of unevenness in the temperature, so you can take preventive measures over there. So that also can be done over there. And farms livestock also you can monitor using those sensors, and you can get some health services also over there. So there is a plenty of application that can be done using IoT in the dairy farming also. So now I'm going to sum up this session over here. In the next session, we are going to talk about some more realistic application, that how you can acquire that IoT skill from the scratch. So that we are going to discuss in the next session in the tomorrow.